Courage or crazy? Courage to get through life and a whole lot of crazy to survive life. Trapper, Teresa, and Cheryl, your ambassadors of courage or crazy. Sharing life with you, uncensored and unfiltered. Real life, real people, real courage, real crazy.
Welcome to another podcast for Courage or Crazy. As we always say, it takes courage to get through life and a whole lot of crazy to survive life. Today, it is my turn to be in the hot seat. Trapper has taken his turn, Teresa has taken her turn, and now I am very, very scared. I'm scared of what's happening next because I got to dole out the questions, and now I have to sit here and have them flung at me and see what I can come up with. So, without further ado, we're going to turn it over to Teresa, and she's going to start, I think. And I'm going to sit over here and be very, very scared.
You should be. You should be very scared. Very, 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 very scared. So, first question.
Yes.
If you were going to start a cult, what would the cult be based off of?
A cult. So when you say cult, my mind immediately goes to this like far-fetching, really strange stuff. So let's see. I think it would be based off of crazy. Like bring all of the craziest people you know into one unit together. Can you imagine the things that would happen?
And here I was thinking it would be a cult based off of tequila.
Well, the crazy people drink tequila, right? So
Right.
If you think about it, think of if you just go down through all the people you've met in your life, your friends list, all of those people, and you pick out the craziest ones, and then imagine having them all say, live on a deserted island together.
Yeah.
That would be a cult. That would be a
Yeah.
crazy cult. That's probably another podcast idea. We might have to write that down.
I think write that down.
Okay.
That's a good note.
With tequila.
With tequila.
We could have purple fuckers too,
Right?
but no officiants
No officiants.
anywhere on the island.
All right. For those of you who don't know about purple fuckers, we do have a podcast about that, so you need to listen to it. And
right.
you'll learn all about Trapper and one of his adventures in life.
Toxic and dangerous. Cheryl,
right.
you got 24 hours to live consequence-free. What the heck would you do?
I think I would tell everybody exactly what I think of them. The good, the bad, the ugly, the real, the true. Sometimes I do that just because that's who I am. But other times there's been those circumstances where I'm like, no, I'm a businesswoman. I need to keep my mouth shut. Well, I think for those 24 hours, I would say everything I've wanted to say to everyone, good and bad. I mean, there's people that I haven't said I love you to in a very long time because I haven't seen them, but I'd reach out to those wonderful people too. But the people that have fucked me over in life, oh Lord, people are going to hear from me.
Good answer. Good answer. All right.
I was just thinking in my mind, I hope I haven't ever crossed you.
Right. Now we're all
About
worried.
that. No, just kidding.
Okay. All right. The next pressing question. What is your most embarrassing moment?
I don't embarrass really easy. Hardly at all, actually.
Obviously not. Hashtag friends have limits, Cheryl.
Yeah. And, hashtag mania is another episode y'all have to listen to.
Uh-huh.
Gosh, I don't even know. I don't embarrass easy enough to call it an embarrassing moment. There's been some pretty stupid things I've done, but not that I was embarrassed over them because,
She
stupid
stepped
is
up
as
and owned
stupid
it.
does. I stood up and owned that shit. Gosh, I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to think about that one. I might answer it somewhere in this journey today, so I'll put that one on hold. I can't think of one.
All right. All right.
Well, let's see here. Cheryl, you like grilled or deep fried?
Ooh, depends on whether it's Southern cooked meal or just, a meal. So like now some Southern fried chicken, I'm going to go with fried. I'm definitely going to go with fried when it's Southern fried chicken. So certain other things would be grilled. So depends on the food, I guess. Yeah.
All right, Cheryl, who is your hero?
Mm.
And you don't get to defer. I'm going to answer this later. You
No,
already did that on the last one.
I already did that. That's my one. So for many, many, many years, my adopted mama was my hero and still is. But someone else has taken a seat at that table as well. My adopted mama not only chose me and loved me till the day she died, but when I was 5 years old, she, well, it started when I was around 5. She was very sick, and doctors didn't really know what was wrong with her. And we lived in Michigan, southwestern Michigan, and she had to go to the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, which was, I think, 4 or 5 hours away. And I remember being about 5, maybe 6 years old, and I got called into her room to say goodbye to her. Whole family was there. They didn't think she was going to make it through the night. And so her and I'm sitting up on the bed. And of course, I'm young, don't know what the heck's going on. And she said to me, she goes, yeah, everybody's coming in here to say goodbye to me. She goes, I'm going to tell you something. She goes, I love you and your brother, and I am not leaving you. I'm not done raising you yet. And she survived until I was 20. I think I was 27, 28, somewhere around there. So kudos to Mama and her bravery and being the mom that survived even death to make sure she raised us.
That's a kick-ass mom.
But then later on in life, RJ came along. And when he was about 7 or 8 years old, he became a diabetic. And, watching him deal with that at a young age and never waver. I mean, he never used it as an excuse. It was like, he was on a football field and sometimes you'd see him have to go drink something real quick, that had some sugar in it, or sometimes take a shot or whatever he needed to do with his diabetes, but he never used it as a crutch. So those two shining examples in my life were, both of them were my heroes for lots of different reasons. And Teresa's tossing me friggin' tissues. Gosh darn it.
The hot seat is not supposed to be a place where you cry necessarily.
Okay, Trapper, give me another one.
Go ahead, Trap.
Good Lord, I
Trapper.
should be scared now.
And I just want to give you a hug right now. I'm asking you a damn question. What's your favorite season, Cheryl?
Summer. I like it. Warm, sunny. I like the sun shining all the time. Of course, that's what drove me to Arizona. So I like the sun. So summer is definitely my favorite. Winter is my least favorite. Hate it. That white stuff can just stay away and never come back around me, and I'd be a perfectly happy woman.
All right. What is the craziest thing you have ever done?
Now that list is very, very long.
Only one. Just
Okay.
one.
I guess I'll go to a business perspective here because the crazy in personal life is so flippin' long, including the princess party. That there's going to be a podcast about as well. But from a business perspective, shortly after RJ died, so it was probably 2008, I believe, and he died in 2006. I was working for a company and we rewrote my contract, and first paycheck they decided not to pay me per the new contract, and they kind of pissed me off. And so I opened a business, like almost a softball throw away from them, and pretty much said, watch this. And I, at that time, had $250 in my bank account. So there you have it. That's a pretty crazy, gutsy, courageous business
Also
move.
another lesson in why don't piss Cheryl off.
Yep, exactly, because I will overcome that pissed offness, if that's a phrase.
I remember that, Cheryl.
Yep.
Those fuckers stalked you all over
Yep.
the region, and
Yeah.
I think they even attended every one of our networking events we hosted.
Probably. Probably.
Oh, that was a good time in life.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
What's your favorite place you ever lived?
Right here, honestly. I live in Sierra Vista, Arizona, for those of you that don't know that. Arizona by far is my favorite. Arizona is definitely home to me for this Michigan raised girl. But I love the fact that Arizona, you know, you don't have to drive very far. Like the weather we have here is pretty moderate. You know, we have 4 distinct seasons, but not drastically in any direction. And then you can, like, if it's cold here, you can drive to Tucson or Phoenix and it's 10 degrees warmer. You can drive up to the White Mountains and be in snow. You can drive to Flagstaff and be in snow. I just love the fact that anywhere in this state that you want to drive, it's kind of a different climate and a different environment. So I like the uniqueness of all of that.
That's true. We're full of all
That's very
kinds of
true.
microclimates, huh?
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If you could make one random rule for the entire world that everyone has to follow, what would it be?
Don't be a prick. Fill in the blanks, but like every time you look at people and how they act, and especially in the world we live in right now with arguing and fighting and division, I'm like, more than once throughout the day, I'm like, well, that was a pricky move. Damn, will you quit being a prick? Will you stop that?
Mhm.
So yeah, don't be a prick.
That's a good rule.
It is.
Right?
And when you've had too many pricks in your life, and you turn to alcohol. So which alcohol made you so sick that you'll never drink it again?
Oh, I drank vodka and orange juice. And
Vodka is killer.
I think I was probably, sorry, Mom, I think I was probably 15, maybe 16. And I was out with a friend of mine. We were dating at the time. He was my high school sweetheart. And that's what we had. And when I threw that stuff up, oh, Lord have mercy, was I sick. And, you know, to this day, I mean, occasionally I can do a Bloody Mary. But I still, to this day, don't really like orange juice. Isn't that terrible? Whew, I was sick. Ugh. Ooh,
I still to this day don't like vodka.
So you went from the boob to the vodka bottle.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It sounded good at the time, but I'm telling you what, that was a sick. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
All right. Cheryl, very pressing question here.
Mm-hmm.
Pineapple, does it belong on pizza?
Oh, hell no.
Mhm.
I like pineapple. I love me some pineapple, but that shit does not belong on a pizza. No. No, no, no.
All right. Fine.
I really agree with you on that one.
And I
Disgusting. It's
stand in
disgusting.
disagreement with you both.
I know. We remember from your hot seat question, Teresa. Me and Trapper were like, ah!
We will forever want just pineapple on pizza. What's the worst word in your vocabulary of all time that you don't like to say, hear, see, nothing?
Surrender. I just don't think you should ever. No matter what you face in life, so many people just go, yeah, I'm done. Nah. You know what? Life is going to knock you on your ass more than once, multiple times in life. I don't like that surrender. I don't like that surrender attitude. I like the conquering attitude.
Oh,
Get
sure.
up, face it, deal with it. Put your big girl panties on, deal with life. Does it suck sometimes? Yes. Do you need your friends sometimes? Do you need professional counseling sometimes? Absolutely. But don't surrender. Keep going.
Now, see, you go the route. Trapper and I picked words that are actually awful.
Like, moist.
Cheryl's going for the moral high ground here. Don't surrender.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, you're the one that brought this one up. So, panties or no panties at the gym or daily?
Daily panties at the gym, no.
Okay.
Can't have those lines in your workout clothes,
Oh,
you know.
no, I'm
Just
concerned
doesn't
about the
fit.
lines.
And they crawl up your
So, in
butt
other
when you're
words,
working out. And, no,
You don't
it's a
put on
no.
your big girl panties when you go to the gym.
I put on my
So you
workout
could,
clothes.
So you could surrender if you wanted to, because you forgot to put on your big girl panties.
Well, okay. How about I just put on my big girl cocky attitude?
Better choice.
I wear that every damn day.
I knew you didn't wear panties at the gym, too.
You've been looking or what, Trap? Good God.
I
Stop
just
it.
know you too well. I just know you too well. So that leads us to the next thing. You got a crush on anyone? If so, who, and do they know it?
No, you can't have a
Well,
crush.
you don't have to tell us who. I guess that wasn't.
Teresa
part of my
won't let me
question.
have crushes.
No,
I can't date. I can't do anything. Teresa won't let me. Teresa said, again, people, I'm going to remind you about the Princess Party episode that you got to listen to.
Princess party. Oh, drunk.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah,
Here she goes with the list.
Most of hashtag
Totally.
mania.
Okay, whatever. Move on.
No, answer the question. Do you have a crush, Cheryl? I need to know.
I'm not telling you, because if I did, you'd call him and you'd be like, you can't do that. Stay away. Danger.
Oh, so I know this person.
Oh, no, I don't even have a crush.
Okay.
I have a crush on my 2 handsome grandsons.
Okay, that's allowed.
Yeah, that's allowed.
completely
Okay, we
allowed.
can do that.
Okay. All right, so since we have the crush, is it I love you or I love ya?
I love you.
I love ya.
I love you. Yeah, and y'all, all that stuff is kind of in the vocabulary. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you you hold a grudge or you forgive?
Depends on what it is, I think. Like if it's something against my kids, my family, close friend, yeah, I'm going to hold that grudge and I'm going to beat your ass every time I see you, if I can. Or at least make a good attempt.
Right.
The ones against me, I don't know if I really hold a grudge because you know what? Grudges are people that don't deserve it taking up space in your damn head. So I don't know if I hold a grudge, but I don't forget it if you've ever wronged me. And so I'm not going to be there for you. I'm not going to go out of my way to help you. But, you know, grudges are something that just take up space in your head from people that don't deserve space. So I would say I'm a little bit more forgiving, but do me wrong and you're not likely to get on my good side again without some in-depth conversation for sure.
Forgive, never forget.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep, I like that. All right. Rich and miserable or poor and happy?
Happy. Happy. I mean, you know, we all like to think, you know, money, we need more of it. But there have been times in my life when I've had all the money I needed, but I wasn't truly happy. So I'll take the happiness, no matter what that means. So I'll take happy.
That's so funny that you say that because I view you as someone kind of thriving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're doing well, but I see you very happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've chosen a path. It took me a while, but I've chosen a path in my life that I love my clients. I love my friends. I've surrounded myself with people that are high quality. And
No, we're not.
don't
go telling lies.
High quality in my perspective, maybe not in the world view, but in my perspective.
We're supposed to keep this honest and real.
This is honest and real. So, I'm happy. And money comes, money goes. True friendships,
Amen to that.
Those are hard to come by. I'll take those and be happy any time of day.
Is it my turn?
No, it's
Trapper's
Trapper's
turn. Okay.
Yeah, on all of our viewers, they want to know if they should enjoy a sunrise or a sunset with you.
Sunset? What the hell? I don't ever get up in time to see a sunrise. That's Teresa's job.
Teresa and
Oh, I
Trapper.
forgot. We record at 10 a.m. and you go to the studio with the damn bed head.
I mean, not a late sleeper. It's not, I mean, but 6 a.m. the sunrise is already up. So I wake up between like 6 and 6:30. And am I going to jump out of bed to go see a sunrise? I did the first time I was at the Grand Canyon to see it over the canyon, but you know, I didn't, I'd rather see the sunset. North rim of the Grand Canyon is the most beautiful sunset ever, for those of you who are wondering.
It is
So all of
beautiful.
our
It
viewers
is.
can find us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. No, not LinkedIn. Instagram. That's the other one. And
YouTube.
shoot Cheryl your sunset photos. She loves
Yeah.
good sunset.
Yeah, we'd love
Yeah.
to see them.
Definitely. All right. Do we go hard hitting or we keep throwing you little?
Do what you want. I'm not
I
scared
know.
anymore.
All right, Cheryl. Target or Walmart?
Ugh. Amazon?
Best.
I mean, you know, I don't have a dislike or a strong like for either one of them. I guess it's just what I need. I'm a for need shopper. I'm not a shopper, I guess. You know, I'm just a for need. So if I need something at Target, I go to Target. If I need something at Walmart, I go to Walmart.
All right.
What's one thing that nobody knows about you?
Hmm.
Except Teresa, 'cause I think Teresa probably knows everything about you.
Between the two of you, you probably know a whole
I
lot.
don't think there's
She's
much.
brushed your
but-
hair and seen your butt, so I know she knows everything.
What is one thing? You know, this is a hard question for me because I literally am like, I don't have many secrets. Like anybody
No.
who knows me, it knows like something pops into my head. I tell you, if I've done something embarrassing or stupid, it's usually on Facebook. I'm like, I don't really give two shits, you know. So let's say something that nobody knows about me. All right. Well, people know that one. I was going to say one, but I know people know that. Hell, I don't know.
The toughest question
This
ever
is
asked.
like, I know, for somebody who like just shares all the time and does shit. Okay, I mean, people probably know this, but I haven't gotten over my last marriage. So, or not my last. Well, not the princess party was not counting that, but
I was gonna say, how have you
my
not?
my husband, who I was married to when RJ died, I don't know. I guess it was just too much, too often, too big a pile,
Yeah.
too much grief. So someday, maybe I'll get over that one. I don't know. We'll see. Hey,
How
to
many
be
years has that been, though?
16.
16.
Yeah. So, you know, I think it's too much of the what ifs because it was a great marriage and then it fell apart after RJ died and it was just too much for all of us. And
And that's
many, yeah.
that is a sad statistic.
Statistic. It truly is, Trace. It truly
that
is.
after the death of a child
Yeah.
in a marriage, they don't stand.
Yeah. It's hard, man.
If you make it through and you stay married,
It's stronger.
you are in
Yeah.
an elite group
Yeah.
of people who
Yep.
can. And it doesn't mean that you're not great, obviously, because you're
Thank you.
Cheryl. But it's a lot of stress.
It is.
So-
It is. So I guess, you know, that's the one thing I always, you know, I think it governs a lot of the decisions I've made since, to be honest with you. And it probably is the reason why when I make stupid decisions, Teresa has stopped me from dating ever again. So there you have it.
All right. So now we're going to go, we're in the final moments.
Okay.
All right. What is your biggest fear?
Oh, losing another child. Absolutely. Absolutely. Or a grandchild in this stage of my life. It's, you know, for the for the parents who have lost a child out there, you know, it's the, oh shit, I haven't heard from my grown child today. Oh, my child who still lives with me, he should have been home by now. I mean, he's 15 minutes late. Where is he? What's going on? You know, I mean, it's like, don't do that. You might fall. I mean, just the whole, all of that shit. I mean, anybody who's ever lost a child, that is top on their list of things that they will be most terrified of forever, I suppose.
All right, Trapper, you got time for one more question.
Well, my final question, and I know the answer to it, but do you believe in angels, Cheryl?
Absolutely. Let me change that. Abso-fucking-lutely. Let's get
I
that
knew it.
point very clearly across. Absolutely. First off, the Bible teaches us to believe in angels. But second off, I they're here. They're around us. They support us. They guide us. They correct us sometimes when we're going astray. They protect us. Most importantly, they love us. And anybody who knows me very well knows that my favorite saying is love conquers all, including death. So yeah, those angels keep that love strong and they conquer. They are our mighty conquerors in life.
All right. Cheryl, thank you for doing the hot seat today.
I don't
You-
know
you
if I
got
should
to.
thank y'all guys.
Hey, we all had
Well,
to do
now all
it.
of our viewers and audience, they know a little bit more about you.
Yep.
Who
Mhm.
the heck is Cheryl?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this is kind of cool. We now have all three done.
Yeah.
So those of you listening, just make sure you listen to all of that. It's kind of a good way to get to know the three of us and some questions that may not come up in podcast in any other way.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but
Especially the pineapple on pizza one.
yeah, I mean, y'all can all send us on our social media like your opinion of that, and we'll get a pineapple war going on.
No, it's been way overdone. All right. I think we've now reached the time for Trapper. Go ahead and do your thing for.
Yes, I'm happy to do that. On behalf of my colleagues Cheryl and Teresa here at Courage or Crazy, we'd like to thank all of our viewers and listeners for joining us today. Be sure to check out our next episode, and we wish you all the best.
Find us on all our social media sites too, please. We want to hear from you.
Yes, find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Twitter.
And Twitter.
You freaking hillbilly.
You can also leave comments on the video if that's what you're watching or on the podcast.
Exactly.
And leave questions. We'd like to interact with all of you.
And give us some ideas for podcast as well. That would be fun.
Your best
Mhm.
Courage or Crazy moment.
Right. Exactly.
All right. That's it.
All right. See you till next time, folks.